Hey, and welcome to the Hopcast.
Thanks for coming back, everybody.
I'm Brad Chmielewski.
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
And it's a beautiful day here in Chicago.
City of Chicago. Beautiful.
Right.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Finally. Right?
Yeah.
So we had to take the show outside, and on a hot day like this, we need some pale ales.
Pale ale, yeah. Nice little hop refreshing type of beer, but not too big, not too bitter.
Yeah.
Just a nice, easy drinking, refreshing hoppy beer.
And when they come in cans, that's like even better.
Even better.
For a summer day. First up, we got one local pale ale, and then we got one from the West.
Yeah. So we have a beer called Mazzie from Pollyanna, which is a fairly new brewery out here in Illinois, and then the Grunion from Ballast Point.
Right, yeah. I've had a couple beers from Pollyanna at different events and things like that, but I've never taken one home.
And this will be my first time, so I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. So, should we start with that? And then we know this Ballast Point one is probably going to be pretty tasty. So,
all right.
Let's say we start with the Pollyanna and give it a whirl. It's also 0.1% lower ABV.
Now we're splitting hairs,
Yeah.
We'll start close to home, yeah.
Man, I'm loving the color on that. Very straw-like.
Yeah, very nice, kind of like a lemony type of color, golden.
Right. Got really white head on there, doesn't really have any of that caramel color going into it.
And a good amount of haze going on as well.
It smells very floral and almost like the outdoors.
Yeah, it's not overwhelmingly citrusy. They do say they dry hop this with 4 different American hops.
Okay.
But it's more, I would say, on kind of like the earthy and piney side as opposed to the grapefruit citrus realm.
It smells great.
I like it. Yeah, it's inviting.
Let's give it a taste.
Cheers.
Oh, okay. That has a different taste than I was expecting. It's not as clean and refreshing as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's got a big or a bigger malt character, and I think the flavor kind of mimics the aroma a little bit, where it's more on the earthy, kind of pine-driven side.
It's pretty dry too.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that comes from the amount of hops that are in there.
They fermented out pretty good.
Now Pollyanna, they're down south a little bit, right?
They're in Lemont.
Lemont. So not that far south.
I don't even know where Lemont is, but I know it's a suburb of Chicago.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's is it a southwest suburb?
Yeah, I was assuming west, so southwest could be true.
Maybe towards Peoria.
Yeah, northern is my zone, because that's where I'm from. So I know all the northern
you got
suburbs.
North on lock.
Down by you. That's your game, man.
They've been around for I think 2 years now. I first saw them at the Goose Sunday Fun Day 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Been around that long, and this is my first time trying them.
Well, I think they must have just started packaging.
Mm-hmm. But I like this beer. It's fairly simple and just kind of a straightforward drinker. So I think it could be kind of a nice gateway for some people. Not too overwhelming on certain flavors or aromas that might turn some people off.
Do you think it's getting close to that IPA realm, just from the
I don't think so.
bite there at all? Huh?
I think it's just a nice pale ale. Tough to say now that people are calling beers whatever they want to.
Right, yeah.
Not really sticking by the guidelines. But, yeah, I would definitely put this in pale ale category.
Okay. Yeah, I said we're going to sip on this. We got a few other cans. We can maybe shotgun them. See how that goes. Seems like a perfect shotgunning beer.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? On a perfect shotgunning day.
Well, let's finish these up and then Ballast Point it.
Cheers.
Easy drinking there.
Yeah, went down super smooth.
Wow. I have no doubts this one's going to go down the same way.
Yeah, neither one of us have had this beer, but I think it's safe to say that we're pretty big fans of Ballast Point.
Right, I think we've had Sculpin on in all variants on here before, so you can go back and watch those if you want. We've done the Big Eye, I think. Is that their IPA or is that their lager?
Big Eye's the IPA.
Okay. And then
Big Longfin is the lager.
Right. So they're all based off of fish, and this looks like some weird eel kind of fish. Some sandfish.
I thought it was
I don't know.
region of the body,
Oh.
the human body, but apparently it's a fish.
Right, it's got to be a fish.
Oh no, that's a grundle.
Oh.
This is a grunion.
Grunion. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's pour it out. Loving the clarity on that.
Yeah, really nice looking beer. A little darker
Yeah.
than the Mazzie.
So we got we maybe had some weed in the other one. Maybe just a little malt, more roasted malt in here, caramel malt, something like that. Get that color.
Yeah, probably a little bit more specialty malt. And then
Not as big of a head either, because we had 4 different hops dry hopped in there, so we had a big head in the Pollyanna beer.
yeah, there's really not much information on the bottle for these.
Besides some ugly looking fish.
Some grunions.
Grunion.
It's 5.5% alcohol, but other than that, there's no mention of ingredients or anything like that.
Aroma is pretty hoppy though.
Yeah, it smells. It's like a caddy hop, like a Simcoe, to me.
Well, let's give it a try. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's real nice.
Yeah, it puts off a very lemony flavor,
Uh-huh.
very bright citrus.
Yeah, that brightness is like just refreshes your mouth as soon as I think it's like nicely carbonated and just lights up what you're about to drink.
Yeah, I like the. For me personally, sometimes Simcoe is a little much for me on the aroma, but I like the flavor of this beer quite a bit. That caddy aroma in my nose sometimes just like is off-putting for me.
Yeah, I got cats at the house, so
Yeah.
I'm used to it. Yeah. It just smells normal to me. It's comforting.
Oh, Tweak's doing just fine.
Oh yeah, someone peed in my beer again. Man, that's nice. I think that's what I'd rather have from a pale ale is maybe something a little brighter and just more refreshing
Mm-hmm.
than the Mazzie.
Mazzie.
But both solid.
Yeah,
Different.
definitely like clean beers, totally different. So, yeah, I mean, within the style for sure, but
Yeah,
drastically different beers.
I think they're calling this an American pale because they threw all those hops in there. I think that's like isn't that like the key buzzword for like, hey, if there's a lot of hops in there, just stick American on that.
Yeah. American.
So if Ballast Point was to open a brewery in Chicago, what kind of fish would they like be their first one?
Probably Asian carp.
Asian carp. Give me that Asian carp.
Gobbies. All the invasive species.
Right, because a lot of theirs are like big freshwater, or not saltwater fish, like big fish out there. And
Yep. Fighting marlin.
It's the catfish. There's no catfish from Ballast Point.
Yeah. The Chicago River carp.
Yeah. It's probably that brown ale.
Smallmouth bass.
You really can't go wrong picking up Ballast Point stuff. You can get a lot of it in bottle and a lot of it in cans now. I didn't see this one in cans for some reason, which makes me think this might be a newer one.
I think it is. I was just recently out in San Diego and started seeing it out there.
Okay.
So I think it's just getting out here. I think they kind of test the market first and see how it goes with things like Sculpin, especially grapefruit Sculpin, when it just like flies off the shelves. They're like, yeah, we might want to think about canning this.
Yeah. Well, especially since you have to buy cans in such like huge quantities.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, just throw some labels on the bottle, see if they like it.
Yeah, right. So, good little test market there. But
So they'll be testing that Asian carp soon. Yeah, I think we'll finish this up and get some more episodes to do, so let's get to it.
all right.
Cheers.
Thanks for watching.